So these are the guys that the Super Eagles head coach Eric Shell has now invited to come support the boys in March for the games coming up, and they are all very familiar faces that we all know. The JJ coach of this world, the Kanu Nwankwo Papilo, the goalkeeping legend Inyama, and then Mikel Obi, and we have Musa. But it goes beyond these guys on the screen here. But the coach wants all of them to come on board. But right now, a former midfielder of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, Idema Foludu, has now criticized, Shell's decision to want to invite Ahmed Musa as a legend who comes to give the guys advice on the pitch, training pitches, give them advice in the dressing room, uplift their spirits with some good words, instead of inviting him as one of the guys to make the final list to come play on the pitch and deliver the result. So what Foludu is saying is that Ahmed Musa would benefit Coach Eric Shell if he gets to play rather than coming in as a legend to advise the boys. This is his argument. This is the summary of his argument. And just to follow up on his words, he said the Super Eagles urgently needs results to revive our World Cup campaign, and I believe someone like Ahmed Musa can play a pivotal role. Many Nigerian players shine on the football stage, and it is disheartening to see others concluding that players are too old for the national team. A player of Musa's caliber should not be dismissed based on age alone. If Ahmed Musa can successfully return to the Nigerian league and help stabilize Kano Pillars in the standings, there is no reason he shouldn't be included in the Super Eagles squad for the World Cup qualifiers. We have seen other players step up as saviors in challenging situations for many teams. Musa has consistently shown his dedication to the national team. Moreover, he has yet to announce his retirement from international football, suggesting he still has a valuable role to play if called upon by the coach. So this is what Foludu, has now, said as an argument for why the coach should disregard people saying that Ahmed Musa is too old, he cannot perform, so therefore he should not be called up. He said that all of these things are not relevant, that Musa still has it, he can still perform, and to prove his point, he even cited that Musa is helping Kano Pillars get back to winning ways since he joined the club. Of course, everyone is entitled to their opinion, but I feel like calling Musa will not be very nice, especially when you have some youngsters who still have the drive to want to perform. Except maybe you call Musa and then he stays on the pitch he stays off the pitch and stays in the dugout in the dressing room, and then just kind of help the guys with that winning mentality, putting in those one or two words to help them keep the spirit high. But even doing so, it is still will not really make any difference since we already have legends coming in to support the boys. I think these are the things that the legend would tell the boys. So therefore, Musa's relevance, in my opinion, will not really be needed right now. But let me know what you think as well about that. Do you think Foludu saying that Musa should be called up, do you think it's a good idea for Kuchak to consider? Because a few days ago, NFF was actually trending because Nigerians started to attack the federation, started to call out the federation for a rumor that spreaded also a few days ago that they are projecting Ahmed Musa, they are pushing Ahmed Musa for Coach Eric Shell to invite by force. This was what was spreading at that time, and this actually went viral. I don't know if you followed it up, but after that, an NFF's official came out and debunked all of those accusations, saying that NFF hasn't done anything like that, that it will never do anything like that, imposing any player on coach, for him to call up. So this is the state of affairs right now. Of course, whatever happens, whether Musa gets called up, in the team, or if he gets called up as one of the legends to come up with Kanu Nwankwo and the JJs and the Inyamas, the thing that still concerns is that he still looks like he's going to show up in any capacity, whether to play or to, to cheer the guys, to give them some motivational words for those games. But let me move forward, guys, and let you know that the NFF are already planning the itinerary for the World Cup qualifiers games coming up next month. And right now, the federation is looking at hiring at least 2 private jets to convey the Super Eagles of Nigeria, the fans, the official supporters team of the official supporters club of the Super Eagles, the NFF's officials, and other important stakeholders who will be traveling as well to watch that game in Kigali, Rwanda. Of course, you recall that that game is not a home game, so we will be traveling to Kigali to play that game, which makes it the more difficult for we to, get a result. But getting a good result is non-negotiable. Is in fact a must for us, even though we are playing away. But the NFF are planning some itinerary, and this, according to them, is very needed because the players will need the fans in their massive crowd, the support and everything to work well to get the results. And you and I can agree to this because we know we know the situation with the African Cup of Nations finals. The last time, back in February last year when we played Ivory Coast, I don't know if you noticed it, but for me, I felt that when we lost that game was in the crowd, in the fans, because Ivory Coast had a bigger number of fans, and it was very intimidating for our players. For someone like Ola Aina, I noticed that he was intimidated by that massive crowd behind him. He obviously showed it because he made so many mistakes and didn't play like the Ola Aina that we knew. But this is the importance of having a crowd, large crowd, come out to support you, and that's the area that NFF wants to cover up right now by starting now to plan the itinerary, about how they are going to transport this supporters club and other important stakeholders. And then for the team, the report is that the Super Eagles will very likely be traveling to to Kigali, by themselves, because there won't be much time for them to convene in Nigeria before traveling to Kigali. So the FIFA break is going to start 17 or 18 or thereabout, and then we have that game on the 21st against Rwanda. So there may not be much time to to start taking those trips back to Nigeria and then over to Kigali. So the guys will have to make the trip from their club sides into Kigali, for those games.